Hello and welcome to tonight's edition of Four Corners with me, Susan Madaris. Okay, so we have the EU pretending to be in charge. We have the United Nations pretending to be in charge. And earlier there were a lot of people saying that the UN managed to retain a neutral stance regarding Kosovo's status, to say the least. Mr. Mitic, how do you think it will move now, the United Nations, in order to reconfigure its status and activities vis-à-vis Kosovo?
Well, I think that there is certainly a blurring of responsibilities in Kosovo. We have the United Nations. We still have certain prerogatives which Ban Ki-moon has decided to reconfigure in order to give a green light to the EU mission. Now, this green light has been given in a very weird unilateral way by Ban Ki-moon, and has shown that the UN Secretary General is prone to be falling to pressure, especially from Washington in this particular case, since he has done so, has given this green light despite the fact that several members, key members of the UN Security Council, such as Russia and China, have opposed it, and that Belgrade or Serbia as a host country has opposed it. I mean, do not forget that under the United Nations do not recognize Kosovo as an independent nation. So Kosovo is not a UN member, Serbia is. And it is really bizarre what the UN Secretary General has done. So we have the UNMIC mission, which is about to be reconfigured, which is waiting to go away or to be downsized. We have the EU, which wants to come in but still doesn't get a full green light because of this lack of UN Security Council approval. We have Kosovo Albanians trying to prove to the world that there are some kind of an independent nation, and we have, of course, Kosovo Serbs and Belgrade working together in order to assert their own authority in Serbian areas. So I think that this will continue to be quite a messy situation, and I really do not see how this can be resolved if we stick to this kind of a creative interpretation of international law as things have been moving so far. I think that from the start there was a huge mistake done by the West in the fact that it has gone away from respecting international law and gone into creatively interpreting international law, and this is what has led us to this messy situation.
Okay, let's focus on Europe for now. As you mentioned earlier, 6 EU countries did not recognize Kosovo, including Greece, Cyprus, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, and Spain. So do you think that there is any possible way that the EU can rectify the split over Kosovo within itself on this issue, perhaps in the long run at least?
I think that I just talked 2 days ago to the Cypriot Foreign Minister Marcos Kyprianou when he was here for a meeting of the Council of EU Ministers, and we're just discussing about the EU position, and it is clear that there won't be a unified EU position for maybe forever, but certainly for a very long time. Now we have 20 states which have recognized, 7 which have not. This number of 7 might go down for 1 or 2, but I think that there will be a core or 4 or 5 countries which are certainly not going to recognize Kosovo, and Cyprus has said it will never recognize Kosovo. But on the other hand, the EU has or those countries which are opposing Kosovo's secession or opposing Kosovo's recognition, as Mr. Kyprianou has told me, are facing problems because, for example, the European Commission, he said, is working under the presumption that Kosovo is independent, and there is more and more pressure for some bigger EU states like Germany, like France, and like Britain, on those smaller states which have not recognized to recognize it as soon as possible. It is not an easy position for those which have not recognized. But this will have certainly, for now, the fact that Kosovo, that not all EU members have recognized Kosovo, is paving the way for Serbia to be able to say that it can go through European integration and defending Kosovo at the same time. I'm just afraid that what will happen if all EU countries recognize Kosovo one day, and how Belgrade will be able to react in such a situation. It will be very difficult.